spend some time with you all today afternoon. Uh, I know it's a holiday, but you all have taken out time to spend some time with us. I really appreciate that. This webinar is being organized by MFIRD as a knowledge sharing interactive seminars or webinars, sorry. So feel free to ask me any question you can put in the chat. The whole purpose is to share the experience and what's happening globally with you all, and also answer to your queries if you have anything relating to the project management. So let's begin. The agenda is to see how PMI certifications will help you and accelerate your career advancement and how it will boost your potential and what is the value of these certifications. So I would like to ask few questions which I'm putting on the chat. How many of you know PMI, Project Management Institute? You can put yes or no. And how many of, great Abdul Khadir, how many of you have less than 3 years of experience? When I say experience, it is not related to project. It can be any experience. Just to know about the audience. Great. So though this webinar is focused for those who have just graduated or they are in the final year, and for those who are within 3 years of experience. Having said that, I will be taking questions from all of you who are also experienced more than that. So, globally, how the things are changing drastically. So there are a lot of skill, knowledge, and certifications are required. So think big, but smart, plan smart. So start with small steps. And there are a lot of micro learning in many platforms. I'm Dr. Syed Aafaq Hussain, and I lead this AGS Professional Certification Institute. I have more than 30 years of experience, and last 20 years have been training, mentoring globally people in all industries and domains in every culture and every country in the world. Into the project management, business analysis, I'm also PMI certified, PMP trainer, and business analysis certified, PMP certified. And my PhD is also on project management, innovation, and sustainability. I do a lot of consulting, right from engineers to CEOs in many sectors and industries, including AI, sustainability, waste to energy. So those who are interested to join us as a freelancer or for internship or just like that, you all are most welcome. So Abdul Khadir has said a chat that he already knows Project Management Institute. But for the benefit of others, I would like to introduce PMI. Project Management Institute. It's world number one institute. Let me introduce them. 5 engineers from NASA, they came out and they wanted to propagate the best knowledge and the processes that they have been using, best practices they have been using in 1960s. And PMI is 50-year-old organization, and this is what they do.
A growing movement is underway, led by a community that inspires action.
Through the work I do in project management and as a project leader, my purpose is really to give back and to be of service to others.
If the PMI were not in existence and didn't have that repository of information and that support network, I don't think I would have been as successful in the projects that I have been in charge of.
A community getting things done to ensure project success.
For me, it's the focus on our UN sustainability goals. If we could save one life, then that project was well worth doing.
Global warming is affecting different communities around the world. So apply the knowledge that you have to reduce the effects and to reduce the impact that we are making on our planet.
I really want to make the world a better place. I really want to use my skills and talents to make people's lives better.
Driven by the desire to transform and contribute to a better world.
What we call in PMI the power skills. Leadership, negotiation, motivation, communication, and very importantly, the emotional intelligence that you need to have in order to lead others.
Empowered by lifelong learning and continuous skill development,
I'm able to stay on top of what's the latest, where the industry is going, and apply those resources and skills and knowledge to my current role.
and professional certifications that establish the gold standard.
We didn't do magic. All we did was the same project management principles.
Millions of actions every day, working to deliver project success. The world needs projects to succeed, and success starts with us.
I love working with people. I love seeing them grow and become great versions of themselves. Probably the best compliment I ever got was, I had a job and then I worked with you and now I have a career.
We are the Project Management Institute. We maximize project success to elevate our world.
So that's about the PMI Project Management Institute, and I've shared the link. You can go through that. There's an immense information about PMI, and they have their own product called AI Infinity, where you can use it in your day-to-day projects and programs. Now, let me introduce CAPM. Most of you will be aware about the PMI, PMP certification. It's a globally, more than 1.5 million people are certified, and you'll be surprised. 3,000 people take these certifications every day globally. Such is a huge demand. And we conduct all the courses related to this certification, which is mandatory in few certifications. So now what is CAPM? It's a Certified Associate in Project Management. I see a lot of people who are experienced. Now imagine a person joining in your company on your project, coming directly from the college, and what challenges you feel. So to bridge that gap, or usually what you see, a lot of ads on campus to corporate training, skill development, communication, soft skills, these, that, so many ads you see. But globally, there is a certification or a course which most of the people around the globe, they don't know, except in the Western countries. This is the course of 23 hours, which will make the person who is in the final year, whatever year in their degree or graduation, and less than 3 years, within this time frame, they can go for this certification. And you'll be surprised, entrepreneur.com, which is a business website, it has ranked CAPM as one out of the 9 most in demand certification. So what value you get with this certification and in the course we are going to see. So it shows the world that you possess the fundamental knowledge, foundational knowledge of project management, business analysis, and also soft skills. Now you might be wondering, what are the statistics around the world? In United States, 32,000, and India in all PMI related certification always stands third. There may be a question, which are the industries that are hiring CAPM professionals? As I said, those who are looking for a job after their graduation or those who want to enter corporate, it can be any field, domain, or industry. Because what you learn in this course, the best practices can be used across every industry. For example, if you take IT, the person who has taken this course will know what is the difference between SDLC, software development lifecycle, and an agile lifecycle, and how to manage the projects, how to elicit the requirements. Now, when you talk about healthcare, definitely there's a lot of value that is added by the person. Construction and engineering, most of the project managers in the world are from construction who have got this PMP certification. So imagine someone has gone through this course or certified person, how much easy your life would be. Finance and banking, they also require the people who can understand the language, reporting, communication, manufacturing, production, education, you name it, every industry required. Because everyone in the world, when they complete their education, they have to do a job. And the job can be in any industry, domain, country. So all these places, this will cater to. And if you see what is the demand, these are the few statistics that have been taken from the PMI research, and these researches are available free of cost on the PMI site. Today, we are not talking about economy, we are talking about global economy, which is a project economy. Because if you see around you, every company, directly or indirectly, they are involved into project management. So the economy that is generated today is through the projects. And there's a global demand of 250 lakh new professionals by 2030. These are global statistics. What will be the benefits? It will enhance, you will get the knowledge about what is a project management. And my definition of project is a very simple. We all do work. A project is a work. The moment you tell yourself a project is a work, you can relate any project from any industry domain. That's the reason most of the people who are from engineers to CEO whom I have trained and mentored, they're just doing work. It's not required that you need to have a title called project coordinator, project executor, or project manager. So this is the global myth. All PMI certifications are for everyone with a simple clarification that I'm giving, a project is a work. Because every work that you do, whether it is a personal or professional, you have to initiate, you have to plan, you have to execute, you have to monitor and control, and finally you have to close. Going for a vacation, throwing a party, everything is a project. So what do you learn in this, and what is the benefit if you go through this structured 23 hours program is it enhances your skill, best practices, and you easily get hired in the entry level project management position. And definitely, we all know how competitive the job market is today. So I'm sure if there are two profiles, one who has taken the course and one who has not taken the course, definitely you will prefer the person who has gone through the course and also certification because that validates that he or she has a knowledge, skills, and has gone through best practices. And PMI, which is a global organization in the project management, has validated his or her skills and knowledge. And it's a global recognized. And let me also tell you, for those who are planning for immigration for any Western countries, every PMI certificate carries a credit and it also helps you in the immigration. So what are we going to study in this 23 hours? We talk about project management, life cycle, framework, and what are the different approaches, how you have to understand the scope, how you have to create a project schedule, network diagram, find the critical path, how projects are monitored and controlled, how risks are identified, how stakeholders have to be engaged. All these things which are basic, fundamental, that you're getting equipped, and when you go for the interview, your chances of getting it is very high. And you'll also learn about business analysis. I'm sure you might have seen thousands and thousands of ads about business analysis, but unfortunately, there is a difference between the East and West. Here in the Eastern countries, especially in India, they talk only about business analytics. Business analytics is different. Business analysis, I'm also PMI-PBA certified. Business analysis is a skill. It's like a skill of analyzing the business and providing a solution if there is a problem. And if there is an opportunity, how do we make big? That's the role of a business analyst. Under business analyst, you will have business analytics, data analytics. Everyone will come below the business analyst. So there's a, of course, cultural difference, industry-wise difference will be there. So all these things you'll be knowing, and we have a special program that helps you to understand all these things, relate with the real-time scenarios, give you the experience even before joining your college. But those who have less than 3 years of experience, you can map what you are doing in your day-to-day job in the office, and will also help you if someone is ready for an exam, tips and tricks to pass the exam. So how is this exam? It's a computer based, you can take from anywhere from the world or even from your home. It's a 3 hours, multiple choice, 150 questions with business analysis and project management and other core concepts. So let me just run through one video about the person, people who have got certified, what they want to share with you.
My hiring manager told me I was the only CAPM certified, and that's why I got hired.
I'm so glad that I did.
It's been one of the best moves for my career.
So many more job opportunities for me.
Especially for someone like me who had no prior project management experience.
I say go for it.
Go for it.
It did wonders for me.
Now, for those who are interested in this course and those who have attended this webinar, there's a special prize like this, usually 12,000 that we offer. But for those who have attended, it will be 8,000. Now, here is my suggestion, and I'm sure you'll agree with me. As I said, knowledge is power. And today, every project, every work that you're involved in is diverse, global, virtual teams. You need a lot of different skill set to manage your work. So all these things you are learning. So there are two aspects to it. You become knowledgeable by taking the course. And if you are interested, if you see the value, then you can go for certification. So this is how we are here to help spread this word about the CAPM certifications. So I'll stop here and I will take questions and I'll be glad to. Sorry, I missed these slides. So this is what I'm suggesting. Go for the knowledge, acquire the knowledge, whatever number of years of experience you have. But if you have more than 3 years of experience, I suggest you don't take CAPM. You can go for PMP directly. So thank you very much for taking the time. And as I said, just want to spend time with you all, interactive, and you can ask me any question. I had been a project manager, product manager, program manager across every industry, domain, country, culture. I'll be glad to answer any questions that you have for me for this certification or any other certification.
Aslam, sir, I have one question.
Yes, no, please.
Yeah. So you were telling like this CAPM is ideally suited for those who have less than 3 years of experience. So when we go for this PMI PMP certification, so they ask for any experience as a project manager, the number of hours, examination requirement itself says you need to have so many number of hours as a project manager, etc. That was my first. See, Amazon cutting a lot of jobs of manager, especially those who have been working as a manager in the last 10 years, 12 years. Similarly with TCS cutting.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot in the news.
What we can feel like whether this certification will be useful or probably there will be more job cuts, especially the higher level, etc. Thank you, Hussain.
Right. Noor, can you just tell me how many years of experience you have?
I have close to 10 years in IT industry.
Wonderful. And what is the role that you are doing?
It's like senior software specialist.
Great. See, also had been a ERP software product manager. I am SAP certified. I am also ITIL certified. I'm in this industry last 30 years. So I can relate the question that you're telling. Now, there are two aspects to the question. When you talk about you being from the IT industry, now tell me, I'll tell you the globally what is happening. Every big project has to be handled by a PMP certified project manager. Otherwise, the tenders don't pass. You can ask anyone who is into this business, number one. Number two, those who want to move from technical role to management role, this is the easiest and shortcut because those who are MBA, PhD, Oxford, Harvard, you name any biggest university in the world, after having all those degrees, still they go for PMP certification from PMI because it validates a real time as on today, you know what's best practices. And they are validating and certifying you that you are a project manager. And if any work is given to you, you will use world's best practices and the chance of your projects will be more successful. Now, coming to the job, no one on the earth, no country on the earth can give job guarantee. That is the reality you and me know, right? Now, coming to the AI, AI is nothing but a tool. AI was there 40 years back in a different form. AI is here today, and after 4 years, it will be a different. Already today itself, the pioneer of AI, they are telling that it will not support, hardware is changing, this is changing, that is changing. And there are a lot of cases also. So looking into these global scenarios, a simple question to you is forget certification. Attending 35 hours of training will change your personality. The way you are thinking will change. The moment you attend, after 1 hour, you are a completely changed person because you relate with the global practices, you relate with the work that you're doing. Let it be any best company in the world. Still, they have to follow some processes which are global standard. It will reduce the conflicts. So it is up to you to decide how you want to progress in the career. And finally, I will tell you, if you are a owner of a company and I come to you without certification, without attending the class, and one person attending the class with no certification, whom will you give value? All age, experience, everything is great. Whom will you give value?
It's of course the person who is certified.
That's all, as simple as that. You'll be surprised. Many people I mentor one-on-one in US, just by putting that they have completed 35 hours, from AGS or any institute, they're getting calls in US now. And US is the biggest market. Of course, globally, this can happen. So change the perception. We invest so much of money and time. So you become knowledgeable. That's the only message that we want to spread across. Does that
Yeah,
answer your question? No?
yeah, thanks. It answered most part of the question. That's for the persons who is having more than 3 years or close to 10 years of experience. This PMI, PMP, they generally asking for PDUs, and probably they are even asking if you have some previous experience as a project manager, then probably you can take the exam. So,
Right,
is this something which I
right.
understood correctly,
Right.
or?
No, no, that's absolutely wrong. I want to demystify something. It's all money-making machinery. I just want to demystify. My whole purpose of life is to demystify this globally. Now, let me tell you the truth. The first thing, what you said about PDU, Professional Development Unit, that is a perfectly wrong word that is being used. Actually, the 35 hours that you take are known as contact hours. But in the world, if I say I'm giving you 35 hours of training, means they will say, oh, I'm not getting PDUs. PDUs will come only after you are PMP certified. That is one global myth, number one. Number two, global myth, as I gave my definition of project as a work, then you tell me in the world, is there any work that does not have initiation, planning, execution, monitoring, and controlling and closing? What do you say, Noor?
Yeah, that's true, sir. That's true. I agree.
Except if God says be and it will be, right? But on the earth, you have to go through this. And that is the reason I have music directors, I have a receptionist abroad who are getting PMP certified, music director, doctor, act, you name anything. Just go to LinkedIn, put your role and put PMP. So what we do if you are joining the PMP session, when you sit through 35 hours, you relate the work that you're doing as a software solution architect or whatever it is, how you collect the requirements, how you communicate with the stakeholders, and you put a experience as a role of a project manager. So in my 30 to 40,000 people whom I have trained and mentored, not a single application from PMI has been rejected. They will never ever reject. A lot of people have this fear. My application will be rejected. It's not like that. Everyone, it's only in India and Eastern countries where people have jobs and they put career, back to back. But in European countries, even I've seen they have put as a carpenter. He has not gone to college. Still, he's a certified project manager. In the last 8 years, you have to show. From today, in the last 8 years, you have to pick and choose 3 years of what experience you have done. If you have constructed a villa for 3 years, show that. Does that answer your question?
Yes, thank you.
So remove that. These are all myths. Right, Nadeem, since you have 14 years of experience, no, I'm talking about with my experience. If you want to have a paradigm shift in your life, if you want to be headhunted in the world, if you are looking for those challenges, whoever is more than 8 years of experience, my suggestion is directly go for PGMP, which is program management. There are 1.3 million PMP certified people, but there are only 5,350 PGMP certified. And I have trained and mentored all these PGMP guys. Recently, all the ministries of Qatar, then Walmart 100, hundreds of people I train and mentor on PGMP. It's your choice and your inquisitiveness. If you are ready to take, you take. That's one aspect. I always push. There are a lot of people from Wipro. They came for PMP training. After the PMP training, immediately they said, we don't want to waste money. We'll directly go to PGMP. So my suggestion, go for PGMP. It's a very terrible and very hard certification. You need a thorough mentorship. Of course, the third option, which very common win-win and want to have a quick grab on your CV, go for PMP certification. Then you plan leisurely for PGMP. The choice is yours. I have a person who joined for PMP continuously, non-stop. He took 8 certifications within 1 year. And the moment he took PMP, then immediately PGMP, he was a customer support manager in Ericsson with PGMP. He was given a role to manage 500 staff, a separate business unit. So you can look into that.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
So the options are there. But again, Nadeem, a simple suggestion is for all of you, start with, because as I said, I do mentoring program one-on-one also. It's not like I need so many people for a batch, only then I will do and all that. We work out because everyone is a working professional. And for PMP, especially every month, we have batches, 1 or 2 or 3 batches also. So you have to plan, but this is the need of the hour. At least that I can say. And I'm sure each one of you might have felt in your career. Does that answer your question, Nadeem?
Yeah, very well. Thanks a lot.
Most welcome. Any other question, please? Any challenging question? Do you want any insights? Secrets,
Sir, I have a question.
please.
Sir, is PMP is required for PGMP? Can we also enroll directly in the PGMP course?
Right. So very smart. Our friend Khadir has quickly done a cost benefit analysis, Nadeem. This is the same words that Wipro guys said. Why should I pay $550 for PMP and then again pay $1,000 for PGMP? So number one, PGMP does not have any prerequisite. PGMP does not require any PDUs or contact hours. It's purely you can apply anytime and you can take the exam. But no one can pass the exam without mentorship or guidance or taking through a structured program.
Okay.
I hope that answers your question.
Okay. So what is the curriculum, sir? How does it work? Is it the month based or the time based course? And how much training does it require? What is the process? Can you please share some insights and how much it costs?
Sure. Definitely, you can send that registration form once again. You can register and we will send you all the details. And we'll also send a link of PGMP webinar that I have conducted. See, as I said, we don't put a badge, but if you have a group and all that, that's most welcome. We can do. But my mentoring program is you just sign up and from today itself, the mentoring will start one-on-one.
Okay.
After discussing your background, your awareness about project management, all those things, and then we curate and work on them. And our office has sent you the links about the PGMP certification, PMP certification. Those who are interested, you can go into that also.
Sure, sir.
Any other questions? Please feel free to ask anything under the sky. I'll be glad to give you some insights. So you can keep in touch with us, and if you want any webinars, you can also reach us or reach MFIRD suggesting the topic, and we'll be glad to conduct either myself and as I said, I work with top professionals around the globe in all industries and domain, and this platform is an amazing platform I've been seeing, and that's the reason we continuously deliver our knowledge sharing webinars. So, fine. If there are no questions, let me thank you all once again. And remember, all the best, and you are the best. So, this is not a rocket science. You can achieve it. It is just you have to learn some terminology and the good practices. Thank you.